Boy. Hey, what's up, Sully boy? You smiling? Can you smile for the camera?
What's up everyone, this is Scott from Team 512 and I'm back with another video. We're continuing to work on the roof of the C5. Now the previous owner had wrapped this entire car with a blue spray wrap and I decided to start to pull it off and see what was underneath. Well, the mirrors looked really good, so it gave me some encouragement to take the roof off. But what I found underneath the roof was probably the reason the previous owner decided to put a wrap on in the first place. The paint is in pretty bad shape. Lots of rock chips, lots of scratches, lots of scuff marks. I used the DA polisher for the first time with Meguier's M105 compound, and it did a really good job of cleaning up that paint. But it also exposed more rock chips. So what I decided to do was fill in those rock chips with color matching paint and clear coat all over top of them. And I think I probably did 50, 60, 70 little tiny rock chips, scratches. And so it's been a couple days, it's dry. Now I'm going to wet sand for the first time the roof of the car and then hit it again with some compound and the DA polisher. I have to give a big shout out to Dave, YellowVet04. He reached out to me on Instagram and gave me some really good tips and resources to do this job on my own. So if you don't follow Dave, YellowVet04 on Instagram and YouTube, do it now. I will put a link in the description. And if I mess up, it's all your fault. No, I'm kidding. It's not your fault. It's probably my fault because I've never done this before. All right, so let me just show you the roof real quick. I'm going to try to get an angle so that you can see what this looks like. I mean, it's just covered now in black touch-up paint. You can see when the light hits it, and it's all the way across the roof panel. But this was kind of my quick fix and give me some practice doing some body work because I am not a body guy at all. All right, I've got some 2500 grit sandpaper and some soapy water. I'm going to get started working in this area here and move my way back and across the roof. Let's get started. So I just got done wet sanding the entire roof of the car, and let me show you what I did. Yeah, it's a mess. Now I just wiped it down with some clean water, so you're seeing some of the streaks from the water on here. But yeah. Yeah, so I hope the Meguier's 105 can make quick work of this mess. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down a little more, dry it off. Yeah, so I think you can see that a little bit better. All right, I'm gonna grab a new compounding pad and some Meguiers, and let's get to it. Hopefully we can restore this finish to a nice black shiny look. All right, so I've got a fresh new orange Griot's compounding pad, and I saw this trick on YouTube the other day, because this M105 stuff, you know, turns into powder, and it's kind of a pain to deal with. So apparently there's no harm in getting this a little wet and pre-soaking it before you begin. All right, as I explained in past videos on this car, particularly this roof, I'm not much of a body and paint guy, and this is really one of my first attempts, or my first attempt at trying to correct some paint. So my technique with the DA polisher is probably garbage, and any feedback you can give me on how to do a little bit better, I'd really appreciate it. I've got the I was gonna say, I got the 4 pea-size drop thing down, and let's stamp it out and start cutting and see what happens. I think I'm going to start from this back part and work my way across this area here. This is about the midline of the roof, and I'll probably end up cutting this into 3 sections on both sides. So I'm going to start out on 2, spread out. Well, first I'm going to plug in the extension cord. All right, now, I know most of the professional guys drape this over their shoulders so they don't damage the paint, but I'm not too worried about that on this car. So I just got done making a bunch of passes on the first panel here. I haven't wiped it. I'm going to do that now. I'm a little nervous, but we'll see what this 105 ended up doing to this roof panel here. This stuff is kind of difficult to get off. It's pretty amazing. Let me bring you guys in on this. Wow. All right, this is pretty amazing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about doing this, but wow. Can you see that? So this is the area that I just went over with the Meguier's 105, and this is the area that has not been touched yet. Now you can see some splatters on there from the 105, but okay, so that's kind of like the before panel. That's kind of the after panel. Yeah, there's some areas here that I didn't quite get. I'm going to overlap that when I do this side. But this is just going to look amazing in natural light. I mean, if this is what it looks like in the artificial light here in the garage, I can't imagine what it's going to look like when we finally get it out under the sun. So yeah, I mean, it did a pretty good job. I mean, this, you know, this roof was pretty hammered to begin with, so I'm not really expecting much from it, but that is a vast improvement. So I'm going to finish up on the rest of the roof there, and then I may try to pull it out in the sunlight here. We just got our driveway repaved. I'm not sure if I should be driving on it, but I really want to see what this is going to look like once I get it out in the natural light. So more to come. So earlier we wet sanded, then we compounded the entire roof with the Meguier's 105, and it looks amazing. I mean, it looks just, I can't even believe it's the same roof from the day that I pulled the wrap off. It is just night and day difference, even here in the artificial light. I'm really excited to get it out into the natural light and see how much better it actually looks. The passenger side has been done, and all that white stuff you're seeing there is just the Meguiers splattered all over. I haven't wiped it down really well. But the passenger side has not been done with the 205 yet. However, if you see over here on the driver's side, I just finished up doing 205, and wow, I mean, it looks amazing. Really, really good. So I'm going to go finish up the passenger side with the 205, and then I'm going to pull the tape off and back it out into the light and show you what it looks like. All right, so here we are backed out into the natural light, and let's take a look at that roof. Man, that came up so nice compared to what it looked like before when I took the wrap off. If you get close enough to it, I don't know if it's picking it up, probably a little bit on camera. Here's an area that I could spend a little more time buffing, but overall, oh, and yeah, here's some blue left over on this seal here over the window, so I'll have to get some goof off or Goo Gone to get rid of that. You'll see that in some other places, but I mean, look, you can see my reflection really well in here. Yeah, there's some more blue there that needs to come off. So overall, what a night and day difference. So really impressed with the way the C5 turned out. It was a lot of work, probably put about, I don't know, 8-9 hours into getting it to this point. When I pulled off the wrap and noticed all of those scratches and scuff marks, I didn't think there was any hope in saving this. If I were to do this again, I would definitely spend some more time wet sanding and getting that finish a lot more even. But you know, from a foot or two from the car in this natural light, you can't really tell. And even in the artificial light of the garage, it looks great. So the big question now is, do I remove the rest of this wrap, or do I just, you know, rock the two-tone for the rest of the summer, and maybe in the fall or the winter decide to take the rest of the wrap off? I don't know. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Should I leave it blue and black, or should I just take it all off, bring it back to black, compound, polish, wet sand all of the panels that need help? Because I don't know what's under here, so we'll see. Anyway, if you like this video, or even if you didn't like the video, please subscribe and hit the like button while you're at it. And make sure you leave me some comments, because I love interacting with people who enjoy cars and Corvettes just as much as I do. Till next time, see ya.